Hello everyone, my name is Elizaveta. Welcome to WelcomeTech channel. Today we will be talking about how to relocate to the US your family members. We will be talking about their process of getting a passport, their rights in the US, and so on and so forth. So today we will be talking about the green cards. And of course, getting a US green card is a very hard process because US just is one of the countries that requires an interview even for a tourist visa. And of course, it's a very big deal to relocate to the US and have a green card there. And most of the green cards, they require having relatives in the US or employees in the US or great investment up to $1 million. And of course, this is not something that many people can afford. So we talk a lot on our channel about other ways to relocate to the US without an employer, without great investment. These are EB-1A and EB-2NAW visas. They require achievements in your field and some other aspects sometimes. We have made separate videos about that. So if you're interested, please watch them. These visas, they are green cards and they give you an opportunity to move to the US to find any employer. It takes only about a year to 2 years to get them, which is quite fast for a green card. And most importantly, it gives you an opportunity to bring your family members with you. And this is something that we will be talking about today. So first things first, how do family members get a green card in general after you have received your positive decision? Your family members participate in each and every stage of your process of getting a green card. For example, when you're filing your petition to the USCIS on EB-1A or EB-2NAW visa, where you talk about your achievements and so on, you will file your family members' passports and so on to show that they are going to go with you. And when you will be interviewed, you will also need to take your family members with you. And when you get an approval, you will get an approval for all your family members in one place. But if you already gotten your green card and you're planning to bring your family members with you, you can do that too after you're already in the US. In most cases, your family members, they include your spouse and your children who are under 21 years old. But in some cases, you can bring your children who are older than 21, especially if they're not married. But if they have their own kids, they can also bring them to any of parents. If you are having a US passport already, you can bring your parents and help them get a green card. What about your spouse and their rights in the US? Your spouse is able to study in the US in colleges or universities. Your spouse is also able to work in the US. So their green card that they get is itself a work permit. But in some cases, you may need an additional license for working. For example, we had cases when our clients' spouses were doctors, nurses, teachers, and builders, for example, and they need some separate licenses. Depends a lot on the type of their profession, and it depends a lot on their employer. But usually they will need to think about getting their additional licenses even before they move to the US, so they do not waste time and they can start working as soon as possible. What about your children? If your child is under 21 years old, they can study in public schools, or they can study in colleges, they can study in private schools. And if they turn 21 while you're in the US, they can have a right to work too. So they're having a green card that gives them a right to work. So what about the passport for your family members? Every green card holder, and it does not matter whether it's a main applicant or a family member, they can get a green card after 5 years minimum of living in the US and you need to be present in the US for at least 30 months out of these 5 years. So if they meet this criteria, they can apply for passport, and it does not matter whether it's a main applicant or family member or a child and so on. So this is how they usually get their passports together with you. So thank you so much for watching. If you are interested to relocate to the US and bring your family members with you, please sign up for free consultation. We can help you find a good relocation opportunity for you to evaluate your chances and to build a roadmap of relocating for you personally. So thank you so much and have a great day. Goodbye.